Hey, Pat Rigsby here, and in today's episode, I want to talk with you about building a brand through trust. Let's get to it.
Welcome to the Fitness Business School podcast, the show for fitness business owners who want to grow their income, increase their impact, and improve their lifestyle. Be sure to listen till the end of this episode because we have a brand new special offer exclusive for listeners. So stay tuned.
I really believe that the next kind of stage, phase, whatever you'd like to think of it, of marketing is trust. Because there's so much information, there's so much content out there. With the emergence or proliferation of AI, that's only going to continue to increase. So if we want to stand out, we need to create trust. We need to have somebody be able to feel connected to us and kind of stand out from the crowd. And I think that there are really probably a handful of ways that you can do that. So I'm going to touch on 4 of them right now. And this doesn't mean they're the only 4, but they certainly, I think, go a long way towards helping somebody feel like you can be that trusted partner in their journey and make your marketing stand out, make your approach to selling and connecting with a prospect and taking them all the way through becoming client, make that different than what everybody else is doing. The first is just be more human, right? I think that the pendulum is swinging very heavily towards AI stuff where everybody's trying to have fun creating their AI generated images and whatever else it spits out. And it feels very cookie cutter, right? Like it's very obvious that the stuff that's being put out there is not necessarily authentic. The articles sound kind of vanilla. The images, the posts, they seem kind of generic. And if you want somebody to trust you and stand out from the crowd, you kind of have to zig where everybody else is going to zag. And if everybody's doing that, then be more personal, be more human. Make sure that people know that you are authentic. And that may mean you being on camera. It may mean you writing in your voice and being clear that, yeah, this was created by a human. And the more real you are, the more authentic, the more human, personal you are, the more you're going to stand out from the crowd in what I consider kind of this next phase of our marketing landscape. The second thing is you probably can gain a lot of ground by saying what other people won't, right? Most people are very guarded about all the information that prospects want to know. They don't share any of their information until somebody comes in for a consult, because that's where they feel like they can sell them, they can persuade them, they have the most control over the sales environment. So don't be afraid of kind of pulling back the curtain on everything, the frequently asked questions, the pricing, all of it. Now, one thing I know our clients have done that has gone over great is created an info packet where if somebody wants all the FAQs, all the information, all the pricing, they opt in to get it. So now we have somebody that's interested and they're curious and we can follow up with them. So it's not just, hey, it's out there and we don't really know who has it. There's a value exchange. We're going to give it all to them, but we need to know who they are so we can follow up and kind of fill in the gaps and kind of complete the picture, if you will. Because let's face it, there's no info packet, there's no online marketing or whatever else that's going to give somebody a complete picture of who you are, what your business is about, and how you can help transform people's lives. So the other thing that I think you can do along those same lines is by saying what other people want, it's kind of showing what other people want. So I'm blending these two together, if you will. But pull back the curtain, like show videos of your workouts. Don't just use stock photos or anything like that. Let people kind of visualize themselves being there. And don't always make it this kind of staged, sanitized version of everything. Let people experience what actually goes on in your gym from afar. And if you do that, it's going to be much easier for them to walk through the front door. I mean, I think of it a little bit like the internet version of people versus the real version. And I've been in enough environments where you'd see the internet version of somebody, meet the internet version of somebody, I guess virtually, and you have this one impression, then you meet them in person. I'm like, man, they're nothing like what they try to portray online. And it's a bit of a letdown. And I think the goal in what we're doing is to never create an environment where there's a letdown, right? We want them to come in the gym and feel like they've already been there. They feel like it's comfortable for them. It lives up to its advanced billing. So I think the more you say and the more you share up front, you're allowing people to make an informed decision. Now, there are plenty of people in sales that don't want you to make an informed decision, right? They kind of hide everything behind the curtain, try to get your money, and then leave you to deal with the aftermath. I think that's what a lot of high ticket selling is, right? It's so much of, you take the risk, you give us everything up front, we've not given you anything up front, and then once you've completed your part of the value exchange, then we'll start on ours. Well, I think some of this is like, you just give something valuable to them, maybe not results, but confidence that they're making a good decision, information so they can make an informed decision. You do that up front, and I think that goes a really, really long way. So be more human, say more, show more. But then the last thing is just sell differently. Sell with wanting people to make this informed decision, with social proof, with confidence of how you operate, no kind of bait and switch, no kind of trickery. Everything that we do up front, it should be front facing. I mean, we want as many reviews online as we can get. Over 80% of people look at reviews before making a buying decision, right? So we want as many reviews as we can get. And we want our clients to share their actual experience, right? When we sell, we want people to know what they're getting into and where challenges arise and how we address them. I think that we're very much in an era of being real with people, because a lot of people in our industry, and really in every industry, are going to try to automate their way out of being real and being human and being authentic. But if you think about the way that other industries have gone, they've kind of pulled back the curtain on a lot of stuff. I mean, go through Chipotle. You see them making your food, right? There's a lot more transparency in a lot of industries that are typically a couple steps ahead of us. I would encourage you to follow that same path and say, okay, how do we be more human, show more, tell more, say more, and then sell in a way that other people are just unwilling to sell, like honestly and authentically, instead of kind of guarded and just persuasive. I think if you do that, you're going to build more trust. You're going to create better relationships, because honestly, the idea here is not to convert the most possible people. It's to convert as many of the right people as you can, and then multiply from the inside out, because those people are going to have a great experience. You're going to be able to exceed their expectations instead of over-promising and under-delivering. And if you do that, you exceed their expectations, they're going to become ambassadors for your business. They're going to go out there and share what their experience has been. They're going to share how you are better and how you're different. And if you do that, then that's the ultimate trust, right? When a friend recommends you to somebody else, I mean, you've condensed time. You've shortened their whole kind of exploration, not just by days or weeks, but probably by months, or even in some cases years. So if you want to build a trust-based brand, those simple steps are a pretty good start.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Fitness Business School. Before you go, I have a quick announcement.
One of the things that we've been doing with our current clients is taking them through this ideal business diagnostic. And really what it is this checklist that allows you to pinpoint exactly what your business needs next so you can keep improving, keep growing, and build a business that you love to own. One that pays you well, one that allows you to have the impact you want to have, and one that allows you to have a lifestyle that you truly enjoy. In this diagnostic, we walk through everything and we do an evaluation and can instantly pinpoint what you need to do next to build that business that you want. I'm going to extend this opportunity to get on with either me or my team and take you through this evaluation and fix your business's most vital needs fast. So if we take you through this, you're going to be able to make those vital changes that you need to finally have what I call your ideal business. If you'd be interested in going through this entirely free, risk-free diagnostic with us and learn what you already have in place, what you're doing well, and where your greatest opportunities for rapid improvement are, just shoot me an email with diagnostic in the subject line to pat@patrigsby.com. Again, an email to pat@patrigsby.com with diagnostic in the subject line will get you scheduled and take you through this evaluation to help you build the business you want.